What's going on, lads? I am back again for another meal prep video to show you guys what I will be eating this week. This week I'm going to be working 12-hour shifts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday I'm off for Thanksgiving. And then Friday and Saturday, boy, it is double time and an hour of PTO for each hour worked. So it is going to be a busy week, which means I pack more than usual. And it is still going to be an absolute banger. The two main meals, still under 2,000 calories, but well over 200 grams of protein, boy. And then on top of that, I got a small breakfast and a snack for after the workout, since I'm gonna be gone from home roughly 16 hours, because it's a 2.5 hour round trip commute. Got kids, so I don't wanna be cooking when I get home. I wanna spend the little time that I have free with them and then spoil them for Christmas with the extra money. But this is how I am able to maintain doing that or working anywhere between, if you are really working more than 56 hours a week and you are, like, you have a family, you should probably be prepping your meals like this, because otherwise you're just gonna be wasting the little free time that you do have, especially if you commute. But anyways, to start off, we got breakfast, and I love my breakfast power bowls. This one right here, oh boy, you see it is juicy, it is thick all the way around. The fact that I managed to eat that in 5 minutes is crazy. But what we got in here is, so what I did to prep it all is I put an entire bag of shredded breakfast potatoes. They're Simply Potatoes is the name of the brand. I got the shredded ones this week. Last week I did the cubed. I switch it up. The shredded ones, I got an entire bag, put it in a pot. Then from there it was 2 packages of the diced or like cubed turkey. And then I put an entire 24 pack of turkey bacon. It was I already cooked it and everything. Threw that in here. And then I threw in 12 eggs. And then I threw in an entire bag of spinach, and then an entire bag of 2% milk reduced fat cheese. And I seasoned the hell out of it the way that I normally do. I do salt, pepper, paprika, cayenne pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. If I do chicken instead of turkey, I'll do some cumin on the chicken, because, well, cumin and chicken, they go very well together. But anyways, that's what I do for breakfast. Depending on the type of meat that I choose, it'll usually be anywhere between 90 to 112 grams of protein just for breakfast alone. After breakfast, I don't usually eat again until about 2:15 is the break that I eat my lunch on. I eat my breakfast at 7:20 in the morning. And I normally don't snack between those two either. I'll just have sparkling water or coffee. I like those little packets of, it's like Cafe Bustelo, I think is the name of the brand, of their little instant coffee. Tastes awful, but it gets the job done. So that's good enough for me. I'm drinking coffee for the caffeine and suppressing my appetite more than anything, because I've been cutting weight, which is why I've lost 30 pounds in the last 3 months. And also because I stopped drinking. That's probably the main reason. But anyways, on to meal number 2. And then I'll get into what's different about this week since I'm working more. So meal number 2, it's called, what's it called? Mince and, God, it's a Scottish dish. Mince and tatties. There we go. AKA ground meat and potatoes. But what you would usually do for mince and tatties is ground beef. I prefer lamb. I love eating lamb. It tastes delicious, and it was on sale at Aldi's, so I had to do it, because normally it's more expensive. Anyways, for the meal prep, this made 6 meal preps. By the way, for the breakfast ones, that made 5 days worth of meal preps. For this one, I made 6 days worth of meal preps. It was 3 pounds of ground lamb, and then I did 2 onions, Normally, traditionally, you would put in like 3 of those big ass carrots. You dice them up into like decent sized chunks, about like that, and throw them in there. I completely forgot to get them at the store, but I have baby Bella mushrooms, and I absolutely love mushrooms, and they still pair amazing. You just add a little bit more smoked paprika, because that smokiness goes really well with the mushrooms. And then I got 2 little baby gold potatoes in there. I just boiled those so that when I reheat them, I can mash them up almost like mashed potatoes, throw some butter in there. But with the meat, I would brown the meat, then you throw in the onions and mushrooms. Once those get good and translucent and you can smell them, the onions get translucent, not the mushrooms. If your mushrooms get translucent, there's probably a problem there, and I'd suggest not eating them unless they're supposed to, but I've never seen that. But anyways, after those get nice and juicy and good, you'll put about 2 cups. You can do more or less. You can do, I put beef bone broth because I prefer bone broth. It's a little bit healthier, but you can use regular beef broth, beef stock, lamb broth. Doesn't really matter too much, but that's what you will put in here. And the meat, before you even add anything, what you actually cook the meat in, I like using butter or beef tallow. Olive oil is still really good. I just don't like the flavor as much with olive oil. Italians, don't get mad at me. It's okay. It's just oil. No need to get so salty. And then now on to what's different. So since I will be getting up at 2 in the morning and commuting to work, and my breakfast is still going to be at the same time, 7:20 in the morning, what I'm going to have in the morning is one of these Perfect bars. You guys have seen these before. Sometimes I'll have these as well. But this week specifically, I'm 100% going to be having these every single morning because I do like to fast in the morning, but I do not want to fast from 2 in the morning until 7:20 in the morning. That's going to be awful. I'll be in a bad mood and I'll probably be nauseous because for some reason when I'm really hungry and fasted, I get nauseous. And then since I'll be getting off at normal time, and I will have been working more, burning more calories because my job is a very active job. What I'm going to be throwing in after my workout tomorrow, which will be a calisthenics workout, is one of these protein shakes. Normally I use Nuri protein shakes from Costco, but I drove all the way down to North Palm Beach today, so it ended up being too late to go to Costco. So I just went by Publix, picked up some of these Owen chocolate Pro Elite protein shakes. I don't want to have to mix up my protein shakes. I've never had these before, so I'm not going to say they're delicious, but I'm sure they taste very similar to just about every other chocolate protein shake. Hopefully they're good. It says dairy free, so that worries me. But anyways, it does have 32 grams of protein. That's what I like to see. And then after that, I'll come home and dinner, whatever she makes down there. I think we're doing chicken Alfredo tomorrow is what she's making. So I'll be looking forward to that. But on top of that, what I haven't gone over with you guys is the supplements that I like to take. First and foremost, creatine and fish oils. Now let me tell you why. So creatine, I know there's a big misconception that you're gonna put on a ton of water. Wait, that's only if you don't drink water. Stop being lazy. Your body needs water. Drink water. You're a grown adult. You need water. None of the, oh, water's so boring. Who cares? You need water. Your body's made up of mostly water. Just drink water. You'll get used to it. You'll stop craving all the other garbage and you'll be fine. You're not gonna die if you start drinking water. You'll probably be healthier. Your skin will clear up. Your brain will be less foggy. You'll carry less water. You'll perform better in the gym. There's no real side effects to that are negative. Unless you drink like 2 gallons in 10 minutes and then you'll probably drown yourself, but who's doing that? Don't do that. But yeah, the creatine, it also helps with brain function. So even if you don't work out, still take creatine. Your brain will work better. Your brain will process shit faster. And you will have less brain fog. So it will quite literally help you out in every way. And what creatine does is it gives you more ATP in your muscles. So you can push out one more rep of that weight that you would normally do. So like, let's say you're benching your body weight. Let's say you normally get your body weight bench press for 6 reps. You start taking creatine for a couple weeks, and then let's say you're going up 5 pounds per week anyways, you'll be able to do one more rep than you usually would have been had you not been taking creatine. I also like to take fish oils because it is good for your joints. If you don't want to take fish oils, eat some sardines, eat some salmon. Those omega-3 fatty acids are amazing for you. But that's really all that I take supplement-wise. A lot of people take multivitamins. Most of the vitamins that you take, you'll just end up peeing out because your body doesn't need them. You only really need to take supplements if your provider or doctor tells you that you are deficient in a vitamin or mineral. Other than that, it's mostly a scam. I think that the supplement industry is one of the biggest scam industries out there, and that people will try and push these supplements on you that aren't going to do anything for you. Ashwagandha was amazing. I love ashwagandha. I haven't been taking it recently. Milk thistle is amazing. I was taking that when I was originally detoxing from like drinking alcohol because I was drinking way too much, and it helps with liver function. Milk thistle was amazing. There's been a couple good supplements, but most of them I don't notice a difference. It's mostly placebo. Personally, I even took Greg Doucette's Turkesterone and GO2 Max. I noticed a little bit of a difference, not a massive difference, but there was still a difference. But multivitamins, I've never noticed a difference. Just eat a well-balanced diet. You don't need that unless your doctor tells you that you're deficient in something. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this week. I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing week. Let me know if you guys want me to do a theme for like a Mexican themed week or Thai food themed week. Just let me know what you guys want to see next, so that way I can help you guys out. Maybe let me know your goals, the position that you're in. If you are looking for a very budget-friendly option, if you're looking for an option where you do a meal prep service, just let me know, and I can put out that content for you guys and help you out in the future. If you want a personalized plan for your meals or getting in shape, go follow me on Instagram at Zane Douglas. There's 4 E's and 4 S's in that. So it's ZANEEDOUGLASSSS. I'll also throw it in the description for you. But follow me on there. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys later this week with a shadow boxing combo workout, and then next week with another meal prep video. You guys have an amazing week, and fuck it up.